Hey Spuddies, PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome back to Let's Play Stellaris the Synthetic Dawn expansion pack. Now, where we left off, I had actually switched over to focusing on energy grid management, and I'm going to stay on that because I do want to get this unlocked early, but eventually I will go into my edicts and I will, if I remember, switch back to engineering. Because I'm experimenting with the idea of going down really hard into one particular tech tree. What I usually do is I try and balance each tech tree, but I've decided I'm going to try and focus on one. Just as an experimental, have a bit of fun, try things out. Something I do want to check, does the energy grid, no, the energy grid does not give adjacency bonuses, so I can build that pretty much anywhere. And what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to replace this building with an energy grid building. I do want to start upgrading my energy buildings because a colony ship is almost finished and they get immensely expensive to maintain. So I'm going to get started on upgrading a power plant here. It is only +1 energy for 90 credits, but it's going to help me maintain my empire because, again, these machine empires, man, they are pretty damn expensive. Now, for those of you who are curious where we left off, we were in the process of building a colony ship. We were also, slowly increasing the population on our worlds. We went for the trait that gives us lower population growth. I think that might have been a mistake. I think there might have been better things I could have done. I'm going to live with it, but could have probably went with a different choice here. So you just finished surveying Alpha Hydri. I am going to send you to survey Exivus, because potentially there could be a frontier. If Exivus and Walmoro have really good resources, potentially there could be a frontier outpost placed here, which would be pretty damn good in my opinion. I do have a couple of easy to colonize planets. I think the game is fairly generous and gives you like 2 to 3 planets to colonize early. I think that's fairly standard, just to help you out. Alright, you guys have done a little bit more exploring. I think I'm going to get you to go... Oh. This is a level 2 anomaly. I'll go... You know what? I'll just go ahead and get him to research them. It's fine. Aha, okay. And there we go. We are now officially in the red because our very first colony ship has been finished. Now the question is, do we want to settle over here? Or do we want to settle over here? Ooh... Betharian stone. That's really good for energy. Betharian stone is really good for energy. Oh man. Oh man. We are going to want to settle over here, but I think I might settle Beham first. Is that what I want to do? Let me have a look here. You need 5 energy credits. Yeah. Let me see Beham. I would like to settle on an energy tile, but there isn't really a good energy tile to settle on, which is kind of unfortunate. Ideally, it would be this tile that I settle on. What I might settle here and then try to move my colony over when I unlock getting rid of dense jungle. So let me go ahead and send my colony ship. I'm going to go ahead and... Ooh, it's 100 influence. I'm going to colonize this planet. I'm going to settle you guys right here. And eventually I want to move over here. But right there for now. That's Behan Prime. Because I want to settle on energy because I want to... The reason you want to settle on energy is because that's basically food for robots, and energy is food for robots. So it's similarly, if you were playing an organic species, you would want to settle on food. Same principle. So just to kind of explain that to me, I don't know, maybe that didn't need to be explained. I think pretty much everyone understood that, but hey, whatever, it's done. Okay, let's take a quick peek here. Yeah, we are losing energy, which is fine, and we did build an energy building. I'm going to build another one because again, I want to try and eat away at this deficit. Okay, I'm trying to eat away at that deficit. Let's go watch our colony ship go in here. I love how you can... Oh, I didn't mean to disconnect there. Hold on. Signs of battle. There's clear evidence of massive space battle. Close orbit of Eliathon 2 at some point in the last 5,000 years. The surface on one side of the planet is pockmarked with craters from stray weapons blast, and scans from the ISS analyst have picked up several hulks on the ground. Though these wrecked ships are all in very poor condition, the fact that anything remains after all that damage they must have sustained is a testament to their advanced design. Science Officer Vaglog is preparing an expedition to sift through these derelict holes for any valuable technologies. Situation log adjusted. Very, very cool. Mount Graveyard Expedition. So you need a skill level of 3. Yeah, I will be getting Vaglog to do that. In fact, I might go ahead and, if I could go find Vaglog, I'll go ahead and I will press Shift, I will right-click this, and I'll get him to research that. So he'll finish surveying, and then he'll go do this. Hopefully it's a low-risk project. You know, you never know, though. You never know. I'm going to queue up you to survey this. A little bit less micromanagement. Alrighty. Colony ship is flying in. Oh, is it right-click too? Ah, it's right-click, not middle-click. See the colony ship. The game is gorgeous, by the way. I genuinely think the game is an absolute masterpiece when it comes to its aesthetic design. The people who worked on it should be absolutely proud of themselves. Now the gameplay is great too, don't get me wrong, but the aesthetics, man, goddamn, they're good. The aesthetics are just kind of, you know, the aesthetics are like the really great part. I mean, the gameplay is just like, it's okay, you know. No, I'm just kidding. No, the game is great. I love this game. Well, I might have rotated my screen there a little bit and made it a bit awkward. Alright, so about to settle, and I think you can actually even see little launchers come out. Right? Is that? Or is that only for invasions? Might be only for invasions. Okay, so this is the first Silicron colony. Our colony has successfully followed its programmed path and made planetfall on Beham Prime. Thousands of work units have emerged from the vessel's massive cargo bays to construct an initial deployment post from which the settlement can expand. Efforts to systematically catalogue and designate surface resource deposits are ongoing, and all aggressive wildlife in the area surrounding the initial landing site have been pacified. We are now ready to begin the mass production of additional Silicron population units on the planet as the resources allow. Our first colony is a success. Happy days, we did it. A great day for the Silicron Empire. Let's see, so Beham Prime. It is going to take 10 years. No, 5 years, sorry. 60 months is 5 years. What am I crazy? 5 years, sorry. I mixed up. I thought somehow in my brain years were 6 months long. Don't ask me how I got that impression. So you're actually researching that project right now. That's really good. Also, I just did construct another thingy to reduce the energy cost of my empire. I'm going to... Did I ever get this? No, 15 months remaining on that one. I'm going to head and pick up 2 more of these buildings. Probably get the 3rd one as well. But that'll keep this guy busy. Actually, this governor should have leveled up as well. You can see here, yeah. Extra resource production. Now, it is a very small boost. Plus 4% is not exactly a huge amount, but it is a nice little boost. Yeah, you may as well go ahead and research that. I usually don't even read the anomalies because I'm lazy. I don't know, maybe that'll annoy people. Good. Maybe you should be annoyed. Ooh, there's a lot of minerals over here. My big problem is though I don't have the energy to support that kind of thing right now. You know what I will do? I will go to Eliathor and I will say to you, go ahead and build the mining stations. Getting the extra energy here will mean that I can get the mineral outposts and have a little bit of a surplus as well. So the big kind of thing that's holding me back right now is energy, definitely, which is why I'm working on the energy storage capacity. I think we're also not too far away from getting a synchronicity evolution thingy, and we're pretty close to getting the network junction, so what I might do is I might switch here. Having probed the frozen landscapes of the planet Evixus 4, we think we have struck something big. Science Officer Unit R1 speaks of a bacterial life form unlike any other. It bonds with other individuals to form large blankets that are durable yet light, and also act like solar cells. They absorb solar energy in a surprisingly low efficiency loss percentage, most likely as a result of evolution favoring those who could gather more heat in a harsh climate. Our researchers back home could surely find some use for this information. So I think we want to go for energy production here because energy is food, right? Energy is food for us, so that's what we want to do. Ooh, Our energy development researchers have made progress with the samples we sent them to Evexus 4. They've been able to develop a new type of solar cell using the organisms as a template. These are much more efficient at storing energy and will provide a boost to all our power plants. This is excellent. Plus 5% energy, you know, that might not seem like a huge deal, but getting plus 5% energy across my empire, that's like half of the bonus that you get from one of these level 1 energy grids. It's really, really nice. If I go in here, just take a quick peek. You see the enhanced solar grids plus 4%, and then the addition, plus 5%, and then additional plus 4% from our good friend, the governor. As he levels up, that'll be even better. So this has been fully surveyed, and you already have your next order, correct? Awesome. Awesome. I need to stop saying awesome. I don't like that word. It's an American word. I need to say deadly, or rapid, or bleeding deadly. Unbelievable. I need to say those kind of words, not awesome. I'm just messing. It's fine. Okay, looks like we did just pick up another technology, and indeed it is the network junction technology that we're going to be using to research Unity quicker. I believe this is the tile blocker I want to research here. Oh, my tech costs have gone up thanks to my having more planets. So dense jungle is the one I want to get rid of, and I will start researching on that right away. It's going to take 55 months, which is quite a long time. We've got 10 months remaining on the global energy management, at which point we can go back to focusing on engineering research. I mean, it's probably inefficient to be doing this the way I'm doing it, but it's efficient from the perspective that I need to get more energy. Special project completed. The team under science officer Vaglog has finished their expedition on Eliathon 2 and returned to the ISS analyst. Thankfully, the starship graveyard on the surface has provided to be a technological treasure trove. Studying the remains of these vessels have advanced our research in certain fields by several years, and there are yet things to discover. A permanent science outpost in orbit will be a great boon to our starship engineering efforts. Oh wow, Vaglog just got 200 experience. I'm kind of sad that that didn't go to R1. But nonetheless, it is a pretty good boost for him. Speaking of which, how's Vaglog? Vaglog is now behind him. That's a little bit unfortunate. Go ahead and get started on surveying some of these systems out here. So again, I think I'm... Ah, excellent. So we just got the ion thruster. Oh yeah, that's right. We just got a huge boost to our science. So we just got a better thingy for our ships. Let me go in here to the construction ship. I will go ahead. I will have a look here. So this will give us a slightly better sublight speed. Is that listed somewhere? Combat speed. Excess power. Oh, excess power is pushed into engines. Huh. So that is plus 3 evasion. Now 3% evasion does not seem like much, but when you already have 60%, it's pretty damn good. Oh, small nuclear missiles, they ignore 15% of armor and do plus 15% shield damage. Very, very cool. Very, very, very cool. I do need to go ahead and slap in another reactor. What happens if I were to put even extras in? This would increase the cost by 10%, but only really give us... I don't think I need DPS. Oh, DPS is increased by excess power, actually. So that's potentially a way. If we were to go for, like, we want to be as high quality an army as we can, we could spend an extra 20 minerals to get an extra little bit of damage. Probably not worth it. It probably would be worth it if you were like really stretched for your naval capacity, but I'm going to save this as the defender. There we go. It's got its ion thrusters, and then you know what I'll even do? I'll even go and retrofit. 18 minerals to retrofit. Let's see here. I could unlock fusion missiles as well. That would be a significant improvement. I could also get to work on getting better ships, as in bigger ships. I think I'm going to go ahead. I will pick up fusion missiles just to slightly improve my ships right now. I think I can stick with corvettes for a little bit of time. I don't need to go up in ship tiers right now. It's not a priority. I think I can get away with having little kind of not small ships, but they don't need to be the strongest ships in the galaxy right now. Yes, I'm going to pick up another one of these energy grid things.
Ship augmentations completed.
First Legion fleet has been fully upgraded. Now the next thing I'm going to want to build is an uplink node. So these guys have been upgraded. They're now a little bit stronger, a little bit harder to kill. That little bit, you know, it might seem like, oh, what's 3% evasion? But when you are only getting hit 40% of the time, that's nearly another 10% of the shots that would have hit you are now missing. Because, you know, it's not 100 divided by 3, you're getting hit 3% less. It's the amount of time you're being hit now divided by how much you're going to be reducing that by, or how much you're going to be reducing it by divided by how much you're being hit by now. 3 divided by 40 is almost 10%. Let's see here. It's Legion has been fully upgraded. It's 7.5% more evasion. Yeah, it's been fully upgraded, and we just built a mining station. That's excellent. In fact, I will go ahead and have a look at you, and I'll say, go ahead and get me another mining station. So we are now energy neutral. We have navigated our way through the difficult economic period, and we're going to want to get to work improving our planets. I could go for a fast expansion to a second planet, but I personally like to go the route in this game. In this particular game, I'm going the route of trying to very carefully and methodically improve my empire incrementally and focus on building up my infrastructure. You know, I've invested a lot of minerals into my capital planet to make it as efficient as possible. And my logic here is, sure enough, it's because robots don't naturally grow the same way that other populations do. So settling earlier, yes, there is a benefit to it, but if I don't have the minerals to support that growth, there's no point. So I'm going to spend a bit of time building up my worlds, making sure things are upgraded, making sure things are improved. I think you are going to go here, and this is going to be an uplink node, because I really want that. We have another technology. We just completed the construction of a mining station. Okay, we're going to want to build another one of those fairly soon. And we got the energy grid upgrade. I'm actually going to cancel this, get the money back, and I'm probably going to replace this with an energy grid. Not now, but soon. Actually, it might be the next thing I do. But I'm going to quickly jump in here. I'm going to say, go ahead and get me another mining station, and then I'll probably switch this over to the energy grid thing. But things are looking good now. I feel like we're in surplus pretty much everywhere. Oh, we did finish our physics project, which means I'm going to switch away from physics research grants to engineering research grants. It's going to go back to having that be the best way to do things. Map the stars, unlocks edict, survey speed, anomaly discovery chance. Ugh, I really want this, but I also want this. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick up autonomous exploration algorithms so that I can activate map the stars. Because I like the idea. You know, I'm kind of going down the route of exploration, trying to find more out about our galaxy. So you finished a system survey. You're going on to do another one. That's excellent. I'm going to make sure you have one queued up. And you have another one queued up. I kind of miss all the little space aliens. A little bit. The Walmoro system has been fully surveyed. Mecha's Prime has finished its surface construction queue. So that means I will be replacing you with the energy grid. Probably not this month. Next month will probably be when I do that. So let's wait for this month to tick over, and then we will go ahead and get the research. It would be nice if you could queue these things up before you had the money. Just say, hey, when I have the money, build this. But I guess that's kind of, yeah, you know. But we're going to get the energy grid in here. It is going to take quite a few days, which isn't ideal. I'm actually going to have you work over here until I build the Unity building. I do want to get another research station in here. Fairly soon, probably after the Unity building, it'll be research station. We just finished the construction of a mining station over here, so I'm going to go over to this guy. I'm going to send him to move here and get ready to drop an a mining station here next month. Probably be the month after, because I just got slightly dicked on the amount of minerals I'm making per month. It's going to force me to wait another month. About to finish another population on Mechaz Prime, which is nice. Let's go ahead and build a mining station. I think the one good thing about synthetics is that their populations, yes, you have to pay for them. Yes, they don't grow naturally, but they never get more expensive to make. Whereas I believe biological populations, you have to spend more and more for each one that you have on a planet. From what I remember, I don't know if they've actually changed that. A lot of things have changed in the game though since I last played. Okay, let's see here. Okay, we just finished the construction of the energy grid power plant, and now we're making quite a decent amount of energy. You can see that in here. We have a very nice surplus, and that means we should be able to afford perhaps a frontier outpost over here in Wasat. It would capture a good decent amount of minerals, which I could use to expand my empire and build it up. What I am going to want to do is I'm going to want to get this Unity building going as soon as possible. Need the uplink node, so it's going to be one more month before I'm ready to do that. I also need to get building another population. Let's see, you finished building the mining station, excellent. And there it is, we just finished another population in here. You're going to continue to work this. I mean, I guess I could say we have a food surplus, but our empire doesn't use food, so we're going to go ahead and get the uplink node going here. Once that's finished, I'll move this population over. There's no point working it right now. May as well just grab the +2 minerals. And then I'm going to want to save up to start growing another pop. This planet is starting to get close to being done, the settlement.
Anomalous surface variable detected.
Go ahead and research that. You may as well go survey this. This looks like an alpine world. Ah, looks like there's actually potentially a good settlement over here. The problem is energy again. I want to have energy. I want to capture energy with my frontier outposts, and this isn't really offering me the opportunity to do that. It's unfortunate. I do have a construction ship, although I have nothing to construct, unfortunately. We've discovered an abandoned solar sail ship in orbit around Nihal 4. The sublight vessel was built by an unknown culture and appears to be several thousand years old. One of the massive sails has a large tear where some kind of object passed through, most likely a meteoroid, which appears to have disabled the vessel. Although the technology of the ship is severely outdated, it does possess some interesting design choices. And so again, man, look, the game knows that we're going hard into the engineering science, and it's giving us all the bonuses that it can towards it. I'm not going to complain about that. Okay, I believe I have enough minerals now to start growing another population. I'm going to build a pop, the Silicron. I'm going to wait for the next income tick, and then I will switch these two populations. I'm also going to get to work on clearing the silent ruins because I want to build an engineering research facility in here. I also want to get these two mines upgraded. That's kind of going to be next on my agenda. So I'm going to switch these two. I'm now producing 4 Unity. That will double the rate at which we get thingies. Out of curiosity, is that a planetary unique? It is. Okay, the uplink node is a planetary unique building, but it's absolutely worth it. Oh, it can be upgraded? Oh, the network junction. Oh. Oh, we're going to want to do that as soon as possible. We're going to save up for that because that's a really, really important thing. We also did just get a new research. We just got fusion missiles. I like the idea of going down the armor route. I usually go shields and like projectile weapons, but I like the idea of going down the armor route. Kinetic weapon damage, army damage, minerals plus 5%. Minerals plus 5% appeals to me right now. It's one of those bonuses that kind of helps make up for some of the like maintenance costs of your empire. So I'm going to go in here to the ship designer. Where is that? I'm trying to remember. It's in here, isn't it? Yeah, F10. Okay, Corvette. So let's have a look. We want to... Oh, you can hide obsoletes. So if we just slot in one fusion missile here, right? It has twice the power usage, but it only costs half a mineral more. It has +1 base damage and +2 maximum damage. It has the same cooldown. It also, the missile has +10% evasion, meaning it's more evasive and harder to shoot down. So it seems like this is just a straight upgrade, and it's a pretty no-brainer. I'm going to make sure I slot in this everywhere. Looking good, and we have exactly 0 power. Now I could, in theory, if I were feeling like it, I could slot in extra fusion reactors to get an extra 5% damage for an extra 20 minerals. Now I would be spending about 20% more on the ship for a 5% damage increase. Whether or not you think that's worth it, you know. Well, I mean, the evasion thing too, actually. Getting extra evasion. This would be like another... How much evasion here? This would be like another 3.5, which would actually bring down these ships to a level where they're extremely powerful relative to what they are. Actually, that you're getting 5% more damage, but you're also getting another 37 divided by 35. You're getting another 10% evasion. So actually, I think this might actually be worth it. So I'm going to go ahead and save that design. Fusion missiles with maxed out power grid. I'm totally on board with that plan. That does mean I'm going to want to upgrade my ships again. Now this one's going to be significantly more expensive, so we're going to hold off on that one because we want to get this Unity building up as soon as possible, because we want to get our Unity. We want to get as many Unity thingies as we can. Now I am not sure if I want to go... Oh wow, there's a lot of these available. I'm not sure if I want to just go pick up exploratory firmware, or if I want to dip into synchronicity. I might, depending on how my income is, I might pick up exploratory firmware and then not finish discovery, go back for 1 point of... Just like pick up 1 point of synchronicity for the extra pop growth. I might do that. Governor Unit K2 has leveled up, that's really good. So you can see here, he's now producing +6%, and buildings are built quicker and blockers are reduced faster. Alright, we're saving up the money here. I will be upgrading these mining networks, but right now that's not what I'm looking to do. I could also be building a frontier outpost, but again, kind of focusing on things here. Main conduit executor, is this my leader? I believe it is, so if I go into my government tab here, I don't know what he actually does when he levels up. I don't think leaders get benefits, do they? Perhaps. I mean, I could go ahead and... Oh, factory overclocking. You can actually get rid of things. Ah, I see. Interesting. Signs of an activity by an ancient precursor civilization on this inhospitable rock. Go ahead and research that, please. I like the idea that we can find a lot of new tech stuff. Yeah, I want to get my tech research up a little bit. I'm kind of suffering in that respect. I'm not getting a whole lot of tech aside from this whole engineering side of things. Do I think it's time for a frontier outpost? They are quite expensive. The partial remains of an ancient Yut starship have been found in high orbit over Nihal 3. An initial analysis conducted by the ISS Elucidator indicate that the vessel may have served as a colony ship. Even cruiser-side Yut ships were typically crewed by only 1 or 2 individuals, given the immense size of their bodies, but this hulk has more than a dozen cryopods attached, each containing withered exoskeletons from what must have been Yut colony ships. Colonists. Oh wow, I'm excited at the prospect of that one. Very, very cool. I'm gonna be getting you to do that. I tell you what I'm gonna do for now though. I'm gonna call this the end of the episode. I want to thank you guys very, very much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. Please remember to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. Remember to leave a like if you want to directly support my channel, and remember to leave a comment if you want to give me your feedback. Other than that, I want to say I love you all very much, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!